Hi, and welcome to my office. I've just recently come back from a fantastic holiday for the Eid break. Now, Eid is a religious celebration within the Islamic faith, but it's also one that has its history within both the Jewish and Christian traditions. It celebrates the sacrifice that Abraham was about to make of his son before God stepped in and said, "Hey, why don't you kill a goat instead?" Which seemed like a very smart choice to make. Now, with the celebration, it does mean that Cairo and all of Egypt actually becomes kind of a messy place to live, because on the first day of the Eid break, everyone takes a goat out into the street and slaughters it. Don't worry, I don't have any video of that, but what I do have is I have video of my first holiday that I took, checking out some places at the Red Sea, Luxor, and also I spent some time at the Egyptian Museum. I hope you enjoy it. So part two of the road journey at the moment. Currently we're driving along the coastline of the Red Sea, and what I've got to be able to say is that the view out the right side of the van and the view out the left side of the van are two completely different worlds. St. Anthony's Monastery is a monastery that is in tribute to the first ever Christian monk, St. Anthony, who was a weird guy that went up and lived in a cave for about 40 years and then founded his own monastery with other people who wanted to be weird and live on their own in quiet solitude, in prayer and peace. St. Anthony gave up all of his possessions to be able to do this, as was taught in the Bible. There are two parts to the monastery. There is both the monastery itself, and then there is the long walk up to the cave. So what we have here is a walk up to St. Anthony's cave. St. Anthony is considered the father of all monks. So he started a monastery here about 1700 years ago, which was effectively, he sold everything he had and came and lived by himself in a cave. So I've made it about halfway up, and I've got to say, as far as places you might choose to live by yourself for 40 years, this doesn't seem like the friendliest environment. Really, not a lot to eat, not a lot to do, not even a Sudoku in sight. So the whole way that we've been walking up, we've seen people stopping and writing these signs out. It turns out that on each of these signs is a proverb, and it's a way also to break up the walk so you don't get too tired. So I may have been a little bit rash earlier when I said halfway up the hill. Turns out this is a fairly long hill. As I've gone a fair while longer, we've got a nice little chapel there ahead of us, and then we're going to go all the way up there. Hopefully I won't die. So apparently I'm almost here. 1,300 stairs is a lot. So finally I've made it to the top. Only one problem now, and that is getting into the cave. Well, here are Brad and I. We finally made it to the top. We're going to go in. We've got a crowd in front of us. There's a little bit of a queue, but it's looking exciting.
And now that I'm on camera, I just want to say Chris took ages recovering his breath before he actually filmed anything, so he looked like he was all fresh.
Now that was my journey to Hurghada. I'm going to break this holiday up into two videos, so come back and watch my time in Hurghada and also in Luxor. Bye.